Plastic exposure poses significant risks to human health through multiple pathways. Microplastics have been detected in human blood, placenta, lungs, and other organs, raising significant health concerns. Chemicals found in plastics such as BPA, phthalates, and PFAS act as endocrine disruptors. These chemicals can interfere with hormone function by mimicking or blocking natural hormones in the body. Chemicals in plastics can leach into food and beverages, especially when containers are heated or damaged. Studies have linked plastic chemical exposure to numerous health problems. These include reproductive issues, developmental problems, and increased cancer risk. Additional health concerns include obesity, reduced fertility, early puberty, and neurodevelopmental issues in children. Plastic production facilities release toxic emissions that affect nearby communities, contributing to respiratory problems and other health conditions. These health impacts often disproportionately affect disadvantaged communities, raising significant environmental justice concerns. To summarize, plastic exposure poses multiple health risks through various pathways. The presence of microplastics in the human body and endocrine disrupting chemicals are major concerns. Research has linked plastic exposure to reproductive issues, developmental problems, cancer risk, and other health conditions, with production facilities particularly affecting nearby communities. Plastic pollution doesn't just harm the environment, it ultimately harms us through multiple pathways. One major concern is how plastic enters our food chain. As marine animals consume microplastics in our oceans, these particles make their way into our seafood supply and eventually to our dinner plates. Through bioaccumulation, humans may receive a concentrated dose of these contaminants as plastic chemicals accumulate up the food chain. Plastic pollution is also closely connected to climate change, creating a double threat to our environment. The plastic industry alone is responsible for approximately 3.4% of global greenhouse gas emissions. And as plastics break down in the environment, they release potent greenhouse gases like methane and ethylene, further contributing to climate change. Every stage of the plastic life cycle, from production to transport to disposal, generates greenhouse gas emissions. Plastic pollution damages crucial ecosystems that provide essential services for human well-being. Healthy ecosystems provide us with clean water, air filtration, and food production capabilities. When plastic waste contaminates these environments, it disrupts natural processes that we depend on. This leads to reduced access to safe drinking water, declining food security, and health problems from living in contaminated environments. The economic impact of plastic pollution is substantial, costing billions of dollars annually. Tourism losses alone amount to approximately $13 billion per year, while decreased property values near polluted areas result in another $7 billion in economic damage. Cleanup efforts cost around $11 billion globally, and the impact on fisheries adds another $6 billion in losses. These economic burdens have real consequences for human livelihoods and quality of life. They include job losses in tourism and fishing industries, increased taxes for waste management, and health-related expenses from living in contaminated environments. Ultimately, plastic pollution creates a cycle of environmental and economic damage that degrades our quality of life.